Hello everyone, my name is Anna, and today I'd like to talk to you about mindfulness meditation. We can use mindfulness in our daily life to drop into the moment and experience the vibrancy and the richness of experience as it is happening. My favorite way is to meditate on nature and the beauty around me. I love being outside or going to a garden or looking at flowers. In the wintertime it can be hard because the nature is asleep, is dormant. There's still a lot of beauty out there, but the cold winds and dry weather is not my favorite. However, I have found a refuge here in my bathroom with my orchids. Last time I filmed a video on Ayurveda and health from the inside and outside using Ayurveda advice. Some of you have noticed beautiful orchids blooming on the windowsills behind me. And I would like to show you some of my orchids and explain to you how I use these flowers to help me through the long winter months because they bloom in the wintertime. And this year is a especially good one. I have had some of these orchids for a very long time, years and years. This one is the best this year. Look at this. Gorgeous, glorious yellow blooms. It is absolutely stunning. I have had this orchid for several years. I don't remember how long I've had this. And it has a story. Every time I look at it, I think of the story of this orchid. It was attached to another orchid when I bought it as a small little offshoot. And when I repotted the mother orchid, this one was left orphaned and it was not doing well. It did not like being separated from the larger orchid. It didn't have enough root structure and it was wilting away. And I decided that, maybe I should throw it away. I have plenty of orchids, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So I gave it a chance. I replanted it again, gave it plenty of fresh moss and a bigger container. Look how big this is. And look at the gorgeous roots this orchid has grown. They go on and on. And this orchid has thanked me ever since then by blooming profusely, twice as often as all the other ones. The orchids usually don't bloom in the summertime, but this one, as soon as it starts blooming, it sends new shoots. I cut the old ones right at the base. I cut them off and it starts sending new shoots coming out. Last time I left the big shoot and just cut off the very end of it because it had a couple of places where I thought it might send new shoots, and it did. Thank you, my lovely. Every time I look at it in its gloriousness, its yellow sunny color, my mood just lifts and I enjoy just dusting them off and spraying them and watering them and talking to them. Look at this one. This one's another one I've had for many years and it's blooming beautifully right now. It is white with violet, purple spots and it has three shoots going off of a main one. And look at the roots on this one. They keep going and going and going. It sits on the edge of my bathtub. They love it here in the moist, warm environment. I have heated floors in my bathroom. And the roots are now long enough to actually hang into the bathtub. So when I'm taking a bath, I put the roots in there with me. And this orchid loves this. This one has two new shoots coming out. One is just started to open last week and another one is not quite there yet. And I just leave these roots growing and I spray them, and I don't trim them. They sometimes break off when they get too long, or I may trim one that is particularly unattractive. But other than that, I just let the orchid do what it wants to do, and it seems to enjoy it. Look at the purple stripes on the white background of this one. This one is going to bloom soon. It is an enormous white orchid, this one. And you can see how juicy and thick the stem is, and the flowers are just beginning to form. And it's going to have huge, pristine white flowers. And I just can't resist to spray it and its long roots. And this one's also, I can't remember the color of this one anymore. It's going to be a surprise what this is going to be like. It has two shoots happening, one from the bigger orchid. You can see how this one is the bigger one, and this has the same story as my yellow orchid is. It has a sort of another orchid growing right there in the same pot, and I haven't had the heart to break this one off yet because the yellow one was just so sick for such a long time. But this one sent out its shoot, the smaller orchid kind of hanging off the ledge, and the big one sent a bigger shoot. And we'll see what color it is when it is bigger. I have other orchids, different kind of orchids, that I'm trying, and these are really exotic. I got these at a local grocery store, and they had really fascinating flowers. They have thick bulbous structures here at the bottom, and I haven't replanted them or anything yet. I just want to wait and see if they want to bloom again. But they seem to be sending off something that may look like it could be maybe a flower stem at some point. They look healthy and happy here, so we'll see what happens. So here's the story of me and the orchids, and think about your life. What in your life can help you commune with nature on a daily basis? Every day I come into this bathroom, and it is a delight to see my friends, the orchids, here. What in your life could offer you that daily anchor into nature, into the present moment, something that could help you pause and appreciate it? And that, in essence, is what mindfulness meditation is. Finding things in your daily life to spend a little extra time savoring the experiences. This, in essence, is yoga, becoming one with the experience and removing anything that stands between you and the experience, and having as much of a direct experience as possible. It can be done on your yoga mat, practicing asana, pranayama, and meditation, meditating on an object. I often meditate on my orchids, just visualizing the beauty of these flowers. But it could be anything in everyday life. I hope you find this story about my orchids inspiring, and it will help you look around yourself and find something in your life to inspire you and to help you stay connected to your yoga off the mat. Namaste.